Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I would like to be respectful of everyone's time. Good afternoon. My name is Marianne Cabriles, and I am the HAR Department Manager for the Professional Development Department. I'll be here today to assist you throughout the program. So if you have any questions or anything related to today's webinar, please let me know in the chat. Today's webinar is Top 5 Pre-Listing Updates in Houston, sponsored by Curbio, and also here hosted by Curbio. During this webinar, you will learn the essential ingredients for taking seller's property from May to wow. Before I formally introduce today's subject matter expert, I would like to remind everyone that today's webinar is being recorded and you will receive a recording via email after the webinar is done. Feel free to use the chat to ask any questions you may have throughout the program, and we'll make sure to answer those. Please, if you are here, be interactive and let us know if you have any questions or any concerns, and we're here to help you. So now let me get started and introduce today's subject matter expert. I am thrilled to introduce Brittany Ortiz, a veteran tech enthusiast and a longtime Texas resident. We just went over how she has hope all over Texas, so she has a lot of good stories, I believe. With a background in real estate and a passion for innovation, Brittany quickly transitioned into real estate tech industry after her military service in 2014. Thank you, Brittany, for your service. In her current role at Curbio, Brittany trains agents across 60 markets on the value of Curbio's fix now, pay when you sell solutions for pre-listing updates and repairs. In today's webinar, Brittany will share the value and pre-listing updates, provided guidance on discussing them with clients, highlight the top pre-listing updates in the Houston market, and showcase how Curbio supports agents in these conversations. Thank you so much, Brittany, for being here with us today. I'll pass now the virtual floor to you and give us all the information that you have.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys for hosting me today. I'm super excited to be here. Again, my name is Brittany Ortiz. I do have the pleasure, I'm a market development manager. So I do have the pleasure to go around to all of our markets and do presentations, whether they're virtual or in person. So I'm so excited to be talking to you guys about the top pre-listing updates in the Houston market. I am from Texas. Well, I was born on Maui. So I'm not necessarily from Texas, but I spent the majority of my life and most of my adult life in Texas, specifically in the Central Texas area. But I lived several years in Houston, San Antonio. So I've kind of been around the map in Texas, and really am excited about today. I want to first, before I dive into the top pre-listing updates in today's webinar, I also want to talk about Curbio and why Curbio is privy to know the top pre-listing updates in the Houston market. So at Curbio, we work exclusively with real estate agents and their clients to provide smart, hassle-free pre-listing home improvement experience rooted in ROI boosting results. So our mission is to be the real estate agent's go-to partner so that they help every client unlock the true profit potential of their home by making pre-sale improvements accessible to all homeowners with our fix first, pay when you sell model. Simply put, Curbio is a licensed and insured general contractor that defers all payments until the home sells. The process is completely turnkey, meaning everything is covered by Curbio, the Curbio team, from ordering materials to scheduling, deliveries, coordinating permits, and overseeing all trades. You're also assigned a dedicated project manager who will be your single point of contact and take the burden of managing projects off your plate. One of the things I hear all too often is that agents are managing pre-listing repair or renovation projects for their clients. So having a project manager typically on the ground in your market managing those Curbio projects for you takes that burden of project management really off your plate and allows you to do the things that you need to be doing, those sales generating activities. We also have no project minimums or no project maximums, so there is no project too big or small for Curbio. So we can help you with critical inspection item repairs We can help you with landscaping and painting to major whole home renovations or remodels. Think of us as your partner for every single listing. We're also completely tech powered, and we simply utilize technology to streamline and expedite every single stage of the project. With our tech powered process, you'll get a free estimate same day on any projects. We're committed to bringing agents and homeowners along at every point in the process. And of course, we defer 100% of the project costs until the sale of the home. So there are no down payments, progress payments, interest charges, or Curbio cuts. We simply make our money the same way a general contractor does. So now that I've gone over everything Curbio, let's also take a moment to understand who our buyers are and what they are looking for in today's real estate landscape. First, the buying pool has changed, and there is an undeniable shift for the move-in ready homes, or people really wanting those move-in ready homes. According to NAR, first-time home buyers made up 26% of home buyers, millennials made up 28%, and baby boomers came in at first place at 39%. With more millennials and baby boomers in the market, the bottom line with these two groups is that they don't want to do any projects right after they buy a home. Also, in this market, they already have to pay more and don't want to move into a home that requires additional work upfront. Furthermore, our recent 2022 ROI survey revealed that 68% of buyers say the biggest deal breaker to buying a home is despair and wear and tear. And 68% of potential buyers say that they only consider homes with updated features and layouts. So as real estate agents, you know that pre-sale repairs and updates are seamlessly part of every single real estate transaction, regardless of the age or the condition of the home. And that's because updated move-in ready homes sell faster and for top dollar compared to homes that are sold as is. This holds true in any market condition, but now more than ever, we're seeing an increased demand for those move-in ready homes. Buyers pay attention to various factors when evaluating the potential home. First and foremost, location plays a critical role. Buyers are often looking for neighborhoods that offer convenience, amenities, good schools, and proximity to their work or other important destinations. Next, features and amenities come into play. Buyers look for desirable features such as updated kitchens and bathrooms, open floor plans, energy efficient systems, and ample storage. These features are significantly influence their decision-making process. Cost is another critical consideration. Buyers want to ensure that the home they choose fits within their budget and offers good value for their investment. They take into account not just the purchase price, but also ongoing costs such as property taxes, utilities, and maintenance. Age of the property is another factor buyers consider. While some buyers appreciate the charm and character of an older home, others prefer a more modern design and fewer maintenance concerns. The age of the property can impact their decision-making process. Lastly, buyers consider the amount of space a home offers. They assess the number of bedrooms and bathrooms, the size of the yard, and the overall layout to determine if it meets their current and future needs. By joining us today, you are empowering yourself with valuable knowledge and becoming even more well-equipped when walking into your listing presentation. This will enable you to provide exceptional guidance and support to your sellers, helping them reach their goals of selling their home successfully. Armed with insight into the factors that influence home buyers, such as the preference for move-in ready homes, the significance of location, features, cost, age, and space, you can confidently engage with them, with your sellers, and offer strategic advice to enhance their property's market appeal. Remember, as agents, we understand that we can't change the location or the proximity a home is to a potential buyer's workplace, but we can leverage our expertise and industry knowledge to assist sellers in making pre-listing improvements or repairs that attract the modern day buyer. Armed with this understanding, let's explore the top Houston updates in the market to help sellers maximize the value of their home. So before I reveal the top 5 pre-listing updates, I want to have a little bit of fun. So I want to see in the chat what you think some of the top updates are that attract buyers in today's markets. Bathrooms, kitchens, okay. Anybody else? Open concept, all right. Location, floors, kitchen, lawn. These are all great suggestions. It's very clear that you guys are very well informed on the trends in the market. So let me go ahead and reveal what the top updates are. Landscaping, I love that one. All right, first and foremost, kitchens. So kitchen updates will always help hook buyers. Often the first room people look at online listings because the kitchen is the heart of the home, making it the focal point of the buyers. And I always like to talk about when a buyer is walking through a home, or you're with the buyer walking through the home, and you guys have been having discussions throughout walking through each room. Typically, in my personal experience, the buyer always lands back in the kitchen when they're having conversations with their agent on if they're going to put an offer on the home, the features they like of the property, the features they don't like of the property. And so the kitchen, of course, makes a whole lot of sense that it's one of the top updates. So an extremely outdated or dysfunctional kitchen can be an immediate turnoff for a buyer and can decrease the value of the home significantly. New builds are popping up in every market. This means that home sellers must compete against beautiful, brand new kitchens with modern layouts and finishes. This makes updating a kitchen before selling critical in order to attract a broad set of buyers and sell for top dollar. Depending on the current state of the kitchens, most kitchens can be updated to meet the buyer's preference with simple refreshes rather than a full-on renovation. Matter of fact, a quick refresh can work wonders in appealing to the modern day buyer. And one of the really exciting statistics that we found in our 2022 ROI report was that we saw a staggering 377% return on investment for a kitchen refresh. And when I say a kitchen refresh, I'm saying something along the lines of this. So when you walk into a kitchen, a lot of times it has amazing bones, especially in Texas. They have great kitchens that are fantastic for entertaining. But sometimes the colorways in the kitchen are outdated, or there's no backsplash, or the appliances are outdated. So refreshing that space would look something like painting the existing vanities a more modernized color or a trending color versus replacing them. Adding some hardware that is also modernized and trending as well. Maybe adding a backsplash if there's not one already, or replacing the backsplash if it's something outdated. And the same things with the countertops or the appliances, right? These are cost-effective ways to bring that room to date, not sacrificing some of that value and equity that the homeowner has spent years building, being able to really be able to compete with those new build or new construction homes. But also, obviously, it's a cost-effective way. So refreshing it versus completely remodeling it, which is going to cost a little bit more. And I already talked about a lot of this stuff, but the average cost for a kitchen refresh is between $14,000 and $17,000. And just keep in mind, these are Curbio prices because I'm pulling this information from the Curbio data specifically. And obviously using outside entities to do this could have various costs associated with them. But at Curbio, the average cost is between $14,000 and $17,500 for a kitchen refresh. And the average increase in value that we saw was a little under $60,000. And I already talked about a lot of these things that we see, but resurfacing those cabinets versus replacing them, replace countertop, or instead of, yes, replacing them. I'm sorry, I confused myself. Replace those outdated countertops, painting, neutralizing the space. I know in Texas, I've walked many homes and the kitchen is just a very bold color. And we know that currently trending in the market is those neutralized color schemes. So really neutralizing that space with a neutral paint. Fixtures and lighting updates are an easy way to appeal to a modern day buyer, as well as new appliances. All right, number 2, there was somebody in the chat. Let me look back. Liz said bathrooms and kitchens, and Liz, you were spot on. So moving on to the second most popular pre-listing update in Houston is going to be those bathroom updates. Next to kitchens, bathrooms are among the top rooms buyers are focused on and may need several updates. In fact, 33% of real estate agents recommend refreshing the bathrooms. By giving the bathroom a makeover, you can create an environment of that exudes, my apologies, relaxation, luxury, and modernality. And on average, a bathroom refresh yields an ROI of 256%. So when a buyer steps into a beautifully refreshed bathroom, they can immediately envision themselves starting their day with that sense of tranquility and indulgence. Additionally, a bathroom refresh can significantly impact the perception of cleanliness and maintenance, which is huge. Buyers often pay close attention to the bathrooms, and a refresh space assures them that the home is move-in ready and eliminates the need for immediate renovations or repairs. Bathroom refresh, we often consider the following updates to enhance the space. Resurfacing cabinets, so refacing cabinets can give a fresh, updated look to the bathroom while maintaining the existing layout. It's a cost-effective way to breathe new life into the space. Updated hardware, so swapping out outdated hardware with modern, stylish options can instantly, it's going to elevate the overall aesthetic of that bathroom. Updated knobs or handles or that towel rack can make a noticeable difference. And then reglazing tile or painting. If the existing tile is in good condition but needs a refresh, reglazing or painting can be a fantastic solution. It allows for a cost-effective transformation, giving that bathroom a fresh and updated appearance. All right, moving on to number 3. So this is going to be those basic prep and minor fixes. So this is another critical aspect of pre-listing preparation. Basic listing prep or minor fixes, commonly known as handyman repairs, these are small yet impactful repairs, can make a significant difference in the overall presentation of the home and play a key role in attracting buyers. So basic listing prep typically involves addressing minor repairs and improvements throughout the home to ensure that it is in the best possible condition before hitting the market. These repairs ultimately need to be done on every home, no matter the age or the home condition. The repairs may include fixing leaky faucets, repairing cracked tile, patching up the walls, replacing damaged fixtures, or handling any of that deferred maintenance. So these handyman repairs may seem small in scale, but they can have a substantial impact on the overall impression of buyers have on the property. They contribute to a sense of well-maintained and a move-in ready home. It's interesting to note that these basic repairs and fixes offer an impressive return on investment. Basic listing prep or minor fixes yield an average ROI of 297%. This means that every dollar invested in those repairs really makes a difference. All right, number 4. Roof replacements. And I don't think this will come as any surprise to you. I have been in Texas my whole life. And one of the things, I sold a house in Bernie about 3 years ago, right after that wild storm that we had, the snowstorm. And it also we had a couple hailstorms after the snowstorm, and my home had already been on the market. It went under contract and I had to get the roof replaced before closing. So of course it was an insurance claim, but I wasn't going to get my insurance check before I needed to close on the property. And this had all happened while I was under contract. So roof replacements in Texas, specifically with the wild storms we have, I don't think comes as any surprise. And obviously, sometimes it comes up as almost like deferred maintenance. As some people, we have a hailstorm and they don't have an adjuster come out and look at their roof. And of course, we know we should, but sometimes it doesn't happen. So of course, in Houston market, one of the top pre-listing updates that can yield a substantial return on investment is a roof replacement. Roof replacements are often overlooked, pre-listing improvement. A well-maintained and visually appealing roof not only enhances that overall curb appeal of the home, but also provides buyers a sense of security and confidence when they're going through with the purchase. When it comes to selling a home, the condition of the roof plays a crucial role. A worn out or damaged roof can be a significant deal breaker for potential buyers. On the other hand, a newly replaced roof signals to the buyers that the property has been well cared for and is move-in ready. If the roof is nearing the end of its lifespan or is heavily damaged, roof replacement may be in order. Roof replacements have shown to yield an average return on investment of 288%. On the other hand, you may just need to repair services. For example, it's not uncommon for a harsh weather or elements to wreak havoc on roofing materials, leading to leaks, cracks, or other issues. If caught early on and the damage isn't too extensive, these issues may be able to be corrected. Ultimately, whether you need a repair or replacement, don't leave roofing problems for buyers to fix. And I know a lot of times they also come up on the inspection report. Most of today's buyers avoid fixer-uppers. If problems with the roof and gutters arise, they can back out of the sale. So skipping updates could scare them off, delay the sale of the home, or cut into the profit, or even worse, cut out the sale completely. So just keep that in mind. I know you guys are all experts in the market and you guys see these things day in, day out, but keep in mind that roofs are a pre-listing repair renovation that really does yield a high ROI. And also, of course, it helps to attract buyers and helps to support that this home has been well taken care of. And obviously the maintenance has been handled. All right, number five, carpet replacements or flooring replacements in general. So when it comes to preparing a home for sale, one pre-listing update that can yield a significant return on investment is going to be those carpet or flooring replacements. Updating the carpeting in a home not only enhances its overall appearance, but also appeals to potential buyers, again, who have that value of wanting some cleanliness. They need that comfort and a fresh start. The condition of the carpet plays a vital role in shaping buyers' perception of a home. So worn out or stained or outdated carpeting can create a negative impression and make buyers question the overall maintenance of the property. On the other hand, replacing the carpet with a fresh quality option can breathe new life into a space and attract buyers. So in the Houston market, carpet replacement has shown to yield an average return on investment of 280%. This impressive ROI underscores the value of investing in new carpeting to maximize the appeal and marketability of the home. By prioritizing replacement of old or worn out carpeting, sellers can create a positive first impression and increase the chance of attracting interested buyers. It allows buyers to envision themselves in a fresh, well-maintained home without the immediate need for that carpet-related renovations or replacements. So now that we've explored those top pre-listing updates, let's shift our focus just a little bit to the top home features that make the best first impression for buyers. These features not only capture the buyer's attention, but also create a lasting impression that can significantly impact the decision-making process. Not to mention, they go hand in hand with those top five pre-listing updates. It comes as no surprise that when it comes to making a lasting impression, 68% of buyers have identified a beautiful kitchen as one of the key features they look for. The kitchen truly is the heart of the home, and its importance cannot be overstated. When potential buyers walk into the home, one of the first areas they gravitate to, and I spoke about this earlier, is the kitchen. It is where families gather and the meals are prepared and memories are made. A beautiful kitchen not only serves as a functional space for cooking, but also sets the tone for the entire home. Bathrooms also rank high on the list of features that make the best first impression, and not without reason. An updated bathroom has the power to leave a lasting impact of a potential buyer, of course, that cleanliness and comfort. As a Texas gal and spending time living across all the metros, minus Dallas, in the great state, I can say without a doubt, backyard oases serve as an extension of the home, providing a tranquil environment for relaxation and entertainment. It offers a private sanctuary where buyers can unwind, spend quality time with their family and friends, and enjoy outdoor activities. So there's absolutely no surprise that 53% of surveyed buyers stated that this feature makes a great first impression. So in addition to the kitchens, the bathrooms, and the backyard oases, two other features that make a significant impact on buyers are those open floor plans, which somebody also put in the chat. So again, you guys are on it. You guys just needed some verification that this is what buyers are looking for. And new flooring. So open floor plans have become increasingly desirable among buyers as they offer a sense of spaciousness, flexibility, and connectivity. They create a seamless flow between the living areas, allowing the easier socialization and interaction. Open floor plans also maximize natural lighting usually and provide a modern, inviting atmosphere. Furthermore, new flooring plays a critical role in creating that fresh and updated look we talked about earlier. So although as agents, we understand the importance of these pre-listing updates and the desirable home features to attract buyers, it's essential to acknowledge that some sellers may encounter roadblocks when it comes to making these necessary changes. In a recent survey, sellers reveal why they hesitate to invest in updates and repairs. So cost is one of the primary concerns for sellers. Making updates and repairs can incur expenses, and sellers may be hesitant to allocate funds, especially if they are looking to maximize their profit for the sale. They may worry about the return on investment or feel uncertain about the value these updates will add. Stress is another factor that holds sellers back. Preparing a home for listing can be a demanding process, requiring time, effort, and coordinating all the various tasks. Sellers may feel overwhelmed by the prospect of managing renovations, coordinating contractors, and dealing with potential disruptions in their daily lives. Time is a precious resource. And sellers may have constraints that make it challenging to dedicate the necessary time for updates and repairs. Whether it's due to the work commitments, family responsibilities, or other obligations, finding a time to oversee and complete these projects can be a significant hurdle. Lastly, sellers may question the need for updates and repairs if their home has served them well in its current condition. So they have a perception that their existing features are adequate because it's been adequate for them, or believe the buyers are willing to undertake the improvements themselves. This mindset can really deter sellers from taking action before listing their property. So understanding these roadblocks the sellers are facing when it comes to making updates and repairs is critical for agents. By recognizing their concerns and addressing them proactively, you can help sellers overcome these barriers and guide them towards making informed decisions that will benefit their selling process. And Donna, I see your question in there about the shifting market. So really, this is about the top 5 pre-listing updates in the Houston market, and it coincides with, the shifting market. These things during the pandemic times, homes were flying off the market. Sellers ultimately were in control of the market. And as we are shifting in the market today, buyers are having a little bit more negotiation room. So understanding the updates or what buyers are looking for in the market, or the top 5 pre-listing updates, can really help you with your sellers to help build the value of making sure that their home is what buyers are looking for in the market today. So while sellers may have their reservations about pre-listing repairs and renovations, it's really important to recognize that agents also face their own set of challenges when working on the projects with their clients. So we surveyed agents and asked them about their experience, especially focusing on the most challenging aspects of making pre-listing updates. So according to the agents we surveyed, project management emerged as one of the most significant challenges. So coordinating and overseeing multiple tasks, such as identifying necessary repairs, sourcing materials, and managing contractors, can be extremely complex for you, or if you have a coordinator, a pre-listing coordinator, or transaction coordinator that helps you with those things, it can be very complex and time consuming. So agents often find themselves taking on the role of project manager, or their transaction coordinator or pre-listing coordinator starts taking on those project manager role to ensure everything runs smoothly. Another common challenge is sourcing of funds to cover the upfront costs of this work. So agents must navigate discussions with sellers about the financial aspect of making updates and repairs. So this includes exploring options of financing or determining how to allocate available funds to complete the necessary improvements before listing the property. Sticking to the timeline is another hurdle that agents frequently encounter. Delays in the completion of pre-listing updates can impact the overall market strategy and potentially prolong the time it takes to bring the property to the market. Agents strive to balance efficiency and the quality while ensuring the project remains on track. And lastly, finding reliable subcontractors is a crucial aspect of the pre-listing update process. Agents rely on subcontractors to execute the necessary repairs and renovations to meet the desired standards. However, identifying trustworthy and skilled professionals can deliver quality work within a given timeframe can become a significant challenge. Agents understand the reservations and challenges associated with pre-listing repairs and renovations. By recognizing these challenges upfront, agents can be proactive in addressing them and finding solutions to mitigate the difficulties faced during the process. As agents, it's critical to understand that sellers are seeking the agent who can deliver the best possible outcome when selling their home. So they're interviewing multiple agents sometimes, looking for someone who can maximize the return on investment. We all know they go to their Z estimate, and when you walk into that listing appointment, their Z estimate is what they have in their head. So to stand out from the competition, agents must continuously grow and perfect their craft to provide the utmost value to their clients. Interesting enough, our research reveals that 82% of agents regularly recommend home improvements to their clients before selling. This proactive approach demonstrates that agents' commitment to helping sellers achieve the highest possible sale price. However, what sets agents apart is their ability to provide innovative solutions that truly differentiate their services. Another surprise is 75% of agents have never worked with a concierge solution provider like Curbio, particularly one that offers a pay-at-closing service. This presents an opportunity as agents to distinguish themselves in the market. So by partnering with somebody like Curbio or a concierge solution provider, agents can offer a unique value proposition that sets them apart from their peers. So by incorporating Curbio services into their offerings, agents can demonstrate their commitment to providing comprehensive solutions that go beyond just the traditional recommendations of home improvements. This not only positions them as an industry leader, but also provides trust and confidence with sellers who are seeking agents willing to go the extra mile. So now let's talk about how Curbio really helps agents win listings. Incorporating services like Curbio into your offering and listing presentations can have a significant impact on your success as an agent. It's not only sets you apart from your peers, but also positions you as the trusted resource who goes the extra mile to deliver exceptional results for your clients. It's worth noting that Curbio is a 100% agent-connected company designed to support agents in providing top-notch service to their clients. Our research revealed that 68% of agents who have pitched Curbio services have experienced a notable impact on their ability to win listings. The statistics should come to no surprise. When you incorporate Curbio into your listing presentation, you showcase your commitment to comprehensive solutions and highlight your ability to really navigate the challenges of pre-listing repairs and renovations. By offering a turnkey solution with deferred payment options, you demonstrate a level of convenience and expertise that sellers find extremely attractive. So by leveraging Curbio services and incorporating them into your presentation, you position yourself as an agent who understands the needs and concerns of sellers in today's markets. You provide a comprehensive solution that streamlines the pre-listing process and maximizes that overall value of their home. This differentiation can be the key to winning more listings and securing more satisfied customers. I'll definitely answer some questions. I see, Glenn, I see a question in the chat, and I'll actually talk through the Curbio process as well. One of the things I do want to point out is that Curbio does have an app. It is the one-stop shop. It's a turnkey tool for navigating the pre-sale home improvements and inspection process, empowering agents and their clients to make only the essential updates for a successful home sale. So within the mobile app, users can generate instant estimates for common home improvements, and we can also price out home inspection report items within 24 hours. Plus, all of the data in the app is real data based on thousands of projects Curbio has completed. So you can use the free app to confidently advise your clients on the expected return that specific pre-sale updates have. So I want to dive into this a little bit more because Glenn, I see you asked, is Curbio rep come out and give any estimates on work that needs to be done? So we are a completely tech-powered company, and there's two different ways that you can get an estimate from Curbio. First and foremost, the app. The app is Curbio in your back pocket. You can go in here and confidently put in a property address. It auto-populates some of the information about the home, like the square footage, the number of bedrooms, but make sure you verify all that information. And as you're there at your listing appointment, you can actually start plugging things in that you see within that home. Or you can sit down with your potential client and actually do that with them if you would like. But this is going to be real-time information. You'll be able to get a general estimate right there in the app. For instance, if you see on the screen, it says a medium kitchen refresh, and this is just based on the size of the home, right? And we can also perfect this estimate, but these are general estimates in nature. So it gives your client an idea of what that type of project will cost. This is one way to get it. The second way is our traditional way through the Curbio website. You can go to curbio.com/estimates, and you guys will receive a follow-up email after this. From the HAR team that will have some additional resources for you available. But you guys can go to curbio.com/estimate. You put in information about the property. You will actually get an email from who we call our home improvement consultant, and they will ask you for some qualifying information. And this information is going to be very basic. They're going to say, my name is so-and-so, and I need some additional information about the property so we can get you a general estimate. In that email, there's also a Calendly link. I always encourage you to make a meeting. It's just a 15-minute phone call with the home improvement consultant to verify all the information so they can get that general estimate to you. If you don't make a meeting with them, they will call you at their next available time. And I know you guys are so busy, so I don't want you playing phone tag. I want you to be able to have these in your pocket as quickly as possible. But in that email, he or she is gonna say, can I have the as-is value of the home? Because you as the agents are the experts and are pulling comps. And of course, we do have some internal tech machine learning to also understand that. What is the as-is value? What is that after repair or renovation value that you plan to list that home at? Because again, we know that you have an idea of what other homes look like in that area and what they were selling for if they were updated. So what is that after repair renovation value? And what is the scope of work that you discussed with your client? We will also ask you if you know how much the homeowner still owes on the property, because everything at Curbio is based on the equity of the home. So we want to make sure there's enough equity to cover the total project cost. So once we have that information, you have that 15-minute conversation with your home improvement consultant, they're going to get you a general estimate. And again, this is going to be the same estimate that you could get through the Curbio app. So if you feel confident going directly through the Curbio app, I encourage you to do so. but they'll give you that general estimate. It is general. Of course, we haven't seen the property. It's usually a range estimate. So it'll say the cost of these improvements, and you can kind of see on the screen right here, the cost of these improvements are going to cost between 22 and 28.5. And so that's a general estimate. In the app, you can share this with your client by clicking share, and it gets sent over to them in a nice presentable report for them. And if you do it through the home improvement consultant, they'll shoot it over to you for you to present to your client. Once that happens, what we do is we schedule a 3D Matterport of the property. And I'm being very, very detailed about this. This process is super fast. Usually takes between 2 to 5 business days total. But again, I am just want to make sure you guys understand the process. So that we'll get that, once you get that general estimate, we'll schedule that 3D Matterport if your clients want to move forward. The 3D Matterport is how we have eyes on the property. So Glenn, no, we don't physically come out to the home, but we do walk through a Matterport of the property with you and your clients. So we'll come out, we'll have someone come out, do the 3D Matterport. We do have real-time availability to get that done. So just know it's at the discretion of your clients and their availability. And then we'll schedule a Zoom meeting with you, and we'll bring in the homeowner at that time. So again, up until this point, because we're 100% agent connected, and we weren't at a place where we're going to have the contract signed by the seller yet, we haven't brought them into the conversation typically yet on our end, as far as them talking to Curbio. But once we get that Matterport done, we're going to have you and your client sit down with the home improvement consultant via Zoom and walk through that entire Matterport, solidify that scope of work. And if you want the home improvement consultant to give recommendations to you and your client at that time, based on what they see in the Matterport, they're happy to do so. But again, we are 100% agent connected, and these are your clients at the end of the day, and we are your partner. So whether you want those updates or not, completely, or those recommendations or not, completely up to you. But from there, we're going to get close to signing the contract. So we do that final walkthrough, the 3D Matterport walkthrough. Now we're going to have the contract signed by the seller. So the seller signs a contract with Curbio saying that we're going to get paid at closing and or within 12 months. Because I know the next question I'm going to get asked is what if the home doesn't sell? And the home does always eventually sell, but if for some reason their situation changes and Curbio does some work on the property, in the contract it says we'll get paid in 12 months with no interest accrued on the price that we fronted for the cost of the project. Again, once that contract is signed, depending if we have to pull permits and things of that nature, keep in mind, Curbio can do anything from basic listing prep, cleaning, decluttering, landscaping, handyman repairs, pest control, deferred maintenance, to full home renovations. So if we have to pull permits for those renovations, our timeline might be a little bit longer to get started, just because we're at the mercy of the city to get those permits back to us. But we will start the projects usually within 5 to 10 business days. Since the market is shifting, what happens if the house won't sell? So I did just answer that. Donna, did that answer your question? Hopefully it answered her question. But ultimately, if they don't want to reduce and they just decide to pull the home off the market, they have 12 months from the contract date that they signed with Curbio to pay us back. No interest is accrued on the price of the project. They just owe us that price of the project back.
And Brittany, I saw a question at the beginning of the presentation that asks if Curbio specializes in the rural areas of Houston.
So I do have an interactive map, and I'll make sure that you guys get access to it. And it breaks our map of where we actually service down by zip code. So not necessarily, we're usually 50 to 100 miles outside of city center, but we do have a pretty decent footprint in Houston. But I will make sure that you guys get access to the map. So if you do have a listing that might be a little bit outside in the rural areas, you can put in that zip code and see if we service it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Of course.
And then people are asking if you are going to share the report. And I believe the answer is yes, but I wanted to hear it from you.
Yes, absolutely. The actual ROI report is that they asked if I will share that. Is
Yes.
that, yes, absolutely. I will share the ROI report with you guys. We will also share, I will just make sure the HR team has all of this stuff so that you guys can have it. But we'll also share, I can share these specific slides with you guys as well, but we have an entire marketing toolkit that has marketing resources, whether it's listing presentation slides, one pagers, social media assets, to really help empower you as agents to be able to bring this to your clients or drum up business with the social media assets.
And as far as the contractors that are going to be doing the fixing of the home, is that something that comes from Curbio? Or is it going to be, can they use their own contractors but go through Curbio for that?
That's a good question. So we do have a network of contractors that we utilize. You can get your contractors added into the Curbio network. We just cannot guarantee that they'll be able to work on your projects. Again, keep in mind, we want to make sure that everything is scheduled to condense those project timelines. But we can get them added to the Curbio network. We always want to work with the best of the best. At the end of the day, Curbio is the licensed and insured general contractor for all of the projects, but we do utilize a local network as well.
Perfect. And I don't know if you mentioned this, but you said you guys are in San Antonio as well.
We are. So we are in all of the major metros of Texas. So we are in DFW, Austin, San Antonio, and Houston.
Perfect. Thank you.
Of course.
And I don't know, I don't see any other questions popping in. If you have any other questions, please pop them into the chat. Is there anything else you would like to add, Brittany, before we go to closing comments?
No, this was fantastic. And I hope this was very, informational to you guys as agents to help empower you with those pre-listing updates and repairs. I know it can sometimes be a really hard conversation with your seller clients to tell them that their house is not perfect. And it's sometimes a challenging conversation to have. So I hope I gave you some insight into, what we're hearing as far as being an expert in those pre-listing updates and repairs, and how you can effectively combat any sort of objections that you get from your clients or potential clients, as well as maybe some reservations you have as an agent for pre-listing updates and repairs as well.
Perfect. I did have one more question popped in, and it was, do you guys do staging as well as just renovations?
No, that's a great question. So if you do a project with Curbio, we do not have any in-house stagers, but you can throw in some ancillary services, as we like to call them. So say you do a project with Curbio and you would like to get the home stage, we can throw that into the pay at closing model. You can utilize your own stagers, and we just charge a small admin fee for the staging portion, just because we do not offer it in-house.
Perfect. And then Glenn had another question saying, I'm looking into flipping properties. Would I be able to use Curbio's contractors for that?
That's a great question. And we are happy to work with investment properties as long as they're not secured with a hard money loan.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much, Renee. I think that has been a great webinar today and a lot of great information. Oh, we have another question coming.
I love it. I love it.
I love questions. You have briefly mentioned neutral tones, but with changing trends, is there insights on what specific styles buyers are attracted to at the moment?
Yeah, so I don't have any off the top of my head, of course. I think every market is a little bit different as far as what is truthfully trending. I know there's always unique things that start trending in specific markets. But we do have in-house designers and material specialists that when you do a project with Curbio, that is their expertise. So they will help you and your clients pick out materials that are trending in the markets. I like to point out neutral colors because across the board, neutrality is something that usually buyers are looking for, like a clean palette. But of course, there is always those unique design features in every market, or even specific places in the market that we can help you and your clients really work with our material specialists and designers.
Perfect. And would that be as well partnering if you already have a buyer for the home, but the buyer wants to do some changes, you can work with the buyer and the seller at the same time?
Not at this moment. So everything we do is pre-listing to date minus any inspection items. So we can definitely help support anything that comes up on an inspection report that needs repairs, which I think is a huge. Download the app, guys. Please download the app. When you download the app, that you can upload those inspection reports into the app, and we can help support those, getting those inspection items fixed. Or you can also use that as a negotiation tool, right? So you'll have actual. One of the things I found is a huge pain point to me when I was an assistant is I was always calling around or helping to support calling around to get estimates for specific things that came up on an inspection report for negotiation reasons, or because either party was interested in either getting it fixed or finding out for later. So that inspection tool, being able to upload that inspection report and get line item estimates is really great for negotiations, for us to actually do the work, things of that nature. So that's about what we can support during the contracting phase.
Okay. And then the last question I saw comment is, do we have to register with you or anything to have access to this, or do we just download the app? I think both. Download the app first and foremost, and second, you are going to receive an email from HR with all the information, including the PowerPoint presentation, pregnancy information, and the recording for today's webinar.
Absolutely, yes.
Perfect. And if there is any other questions I see coming while I do my closing comments, that will answer that. But thank you so much for everyone that joined us today. Again, thank you so much, Brittany, for bringing so much good information. This has been amazing. We have a few webinars coming up in June still. June is not over. So we have a webinar tomorrow about talking diversity and inclusion when it comes to LGBTQ plus community. And then we have housing affordability and all the resources available for those of you who are looking for different resources to make sure you get families into the right home. And also in July, the beginning of July, we're going to have an AI series. AI is taking the whole industry by storm, and this is going to be specifically for those of you in real estate, which is the majority of you in this webinar. So it's going to be great. I'm going to put all the information for that in the chat so you get registered for all those good webinars that Asia have ready for you. And if you have any questions, just let us know. Rini, anything else you would like to say before we end today's webinar?
I don't, but I really appreciate all of you spending some time with me today and learning about pre-listing updates and repairs in the Houston market. You will have all of my contact information, so please feel free to reach out if you have any additional questions. I can do one-on-one consults with agents, office presentations. Again, I'm a Texas gal, so I'm here, not local in the Houston market, but I'm happy to make a trip down there. So just please keep us in mind. If you have any additional questions after this that you think of, please reach out to me.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And don't forget to register for our upcoming webinars. And I hope to see everybody here again tomorrow. Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you.